Staying in California, we moved to the northernmost point of our trip, not including our home. Death Valley, California. Despite being the farthest north we've camped on this entire journey thus far, and for the balance, it also happens to be the lowest elevation.
We were camping at Furnace Creek Campground, and we finally convinced John to use the drill and the hex pegs for the tent stakes, and the ground was just so darn hard that he acquiesced.
Yeah, up to this point, I've been insistent on pounding the stakes in, no matter how hard the ground was, and it, as we've talked about in previous videos, has caused a great deal of frustration for me. So I'm a bit embarrassed to admit how long it's taken me to agree to this. I will never go back.
So you're a convert, huh?
I'm a convert. We're using the drill and the hex pegs the rest of the way, and just makes light work of all the stuff.
Furnace Creek is a lovely campground, but it doesn't have showers, so luckily we brought the shower tent and the Julka and just took a little bit extra time to get it set up.
So the setup consists of fresh water in the jerry cans. We have a battery dedicated to run the pump that controls the hot tap, and that hot tap feeds the warm water into the shower head that just hangs there. And we have a doggy pool that captures all our gray water that we can dispense with safely later. We also put up our awning wall vestibule. We saw that at Lake Kauai. This has been a great add this year. It really helps cut down the wind and gives us an opportunity on nice days to sit someplace where we get airflow and can kind of keep the bugs off us. And on cold and windy days, it gives us a place to be warm and have our meals, or do our social media stuff. So
now that we've got camp all set up, it's time to go and explore and have some fun.
we drove over to Artist Palette and got out for a hike, and what an amazing sight this is.
Yeah, the color that you see in the Artist Palette is pretty amazing, especially compared to the rest of the desert. The ranger at the visitor center recommended Desolation Canyon as a hike. Took us a couple tries to find it, but we finally did, and it was really a cool hike.
Yeah, I was out and back through this kind of slot canyon environment, and yeah, we had a great time. It was a really good hike. It was sunny, and just really loved it.
Good stretch of the legs.
So I guess that's to say that's not a path. Makes you want to go there. looking very professional, if that helps.
The next day we got to Badwater Basin, and this again was another site that we had heard about but hadn't really known what to expect. What an amazing scene, and including getting to the basin itself. In the lake bed for Badwater Basin, there were tons of people just hanging out, just sitting there on the salt flats for what?
Just enjoying the dry, salty air, I guess.
That was kind of amazing to see all these people sitting out there.
I think there's some health benefits to that dry, salty air. So throughout the years, they've tried mining for various type of elements in Death Valley. They've tried for gold, silver, copper, but the only thing they've actually made money on is borax.
To everything that's moving, every single little thing. To them
It's become a bit of a tradition for us to find sand dunes everywhere we go and explore them. This was no exception.
flowers and trees, every little bumblebee. I wanna sing, ooh, ah, oh. To the kids playing hoops, going loop-de-loop, their rainbow-colored bouncy balls and their ice cream scoops. Got my shoes in my hand and my feet in the sand. I got 20 ducklings in a row like a little marching band.
I'd always wanted to visit Death Valley, but I was blown away by how beautiful it is. It really is probably my favorite spot of all the places we went on our Snowbird trip.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that at least caught me off guard is there's vast amounts of desert that have kind of this monochrome feel to it, but then there are these pockets of amazing color that just burst upon you, and Zabriskie Point was a good example of that.
To the couples in love and the seagulls above and any other living thing or creature I can think of.
These places we stay are dark sky sites with minimum light pollution. So we were able to break out the astrophotography gear and get some amazing photos of the Green Comet, the Andromeda Galaxy, the Orion Nebula, the Pleiades, and the Horsehead Nebula.
Yeah, given the fact that this was your first time with this kit, I was really impressed with what you were able to capture.
Dante's View was an attraction recommended to us by a number of different folks, and I knew nothing about it. I don't know if you knew anything about it. But I know that we drove up and up and up and up as high as we had been in Death Valley. And then we pulled into this parking lot and just stood there with our mouths open.
Yeah, did I mention Death Valley's my favorite on this trip?
Yeah.
You can see from this why.
So we got to do a short hike out and back to get a view of the, I won't say entire, but a vast amount of Death Valley. And it is stunning.
Even though we're in Death Valley, in the middle of nowhere, California, I still would like to have a nice dinner. Can we make that happen?
Sure, as long as you're agreeable to it being very expensive and just kind of okay food.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right, perfect. If you haven't gotten it yet, Death Valley was clearly a top favorite for us, and we can't wait to go back. Things were expensive there, and they are expensive in California, but we had a great time overall.